So today we will talk about Ulva. So basically Ulva is a plant-like protist. Plant-like protist, right? So basically Ulva is a marine alga and it is multicellular. It is basically a simple multicellular. Commonly it is known as sea lettuce, right? So basically it is found in the sea coast of high and low tides, and you can found this in the sea coast of Manali and Manali and Kalora, in the Karachi coast. Basically you can find them, right? So basically this ulva has the body of this ulva is known as thallus. Its body is known as thallus. Basically it has two cell thickness. It is very cell. It has two cell thickness, so it means it is very thin. And if you talk about there are in thallus there are wrinkled blades, and if you talk about the measurement, that is basically 30 centimeter, the wrinkled blades, right? Basically there are ulva is present in two types. The sporophyte, in the sporophyte condition, which is basically 2n 26, and the second is gametophyte, which is basically the n, and it is 13, right? There is sporophyte stage and gametophyte stage. If we talk about the reproduction, this ulva do sexual reproduction plus asexual reproduction, right? Okay, consider that here we have a sporophyte, right? This sporophyte will go through the process of meiosis in the sporangium. Basically the sporangium is a pouch. It is a pouch-like structure in which the basically the meiosis takes place. So it will basically produce spores. Those basically spores are quadriflagellated spores, or you can say they're also known as zoospores, right? Basically the sporophyte is 2n, basically 26. Now the spores are basically 13, which is n. So basically sporophyte go through the process of meiosis in the sporangium. Sporangium is a pouch which contains in this this reproduction basically occur, and it will be formed, the spores will be formed through the process of meiosis, and then quadriflagellated spores will be formed. This reproduction is known as asexual, basically, right? Now these are basically n in number. They are the haploid. Basically here 8 to 16 haploid spores are produced from one cell. From one cell 8 to 16 haploid spores are produced, right? Now what will happen, these spores, these quadriflagellated spores will swim, they will swim, and they will slowly, gradually they will lose their flagella. They will lose their flagella, and they will be converted into they will divide into gametophyte. They will be divided into this gametophyte. Basically this gametophyte and sporophyte both are isomorphic. Gametophyte and sporophyte are isomorphic. Now what is they? Basically they are morphologically same. Right, these are morphological same. Now this gametophyte, in the in gameto, like there is sporangium, now there is gametangium. It is also pouch-like structure and it will produce gametes. And we know that gametes are basically 13 in number, like they are haploid N. Now basically when there is a process of isogamy, or you can say the symgamy in the gametes, like the gametes are produced that are biflagellated. The gametes are basically biflagellated, and then these biflagellated gametes are 13, like they are N in number. They do fusion and they produce a zygote. They produce a zygote which is also which is diploid, quadriflagellated diploid in number, right? And then this zygote will basically swim, and then it will also lose flagella. It will also lose its flagella and it will be converted into the sporophyte, which is 2N, because this zygote is also 2N, which is 26. So basically this is sexual reproduction, right? I hope this is clear. And this type of sexual reproduction is known as isogamy or syngamy. It is isogamy. Why? Because they're morphological, both gametes basically isogamous or isogamy, because fusion of morphologically and physiologically same gametes. Like there is fusion of morphologically and physiologically same gametes. So that's why it is known as isogamy. The sexual reproduction is known as isogamy, right? This was asexual and this is basically sexual, right? So I hope this is clear to you. If you have any kind of questions, you can ask me in the comment section. I'll be very glad to answer you guys. Basically these spores are found by meiosis in all cells of body except the basal cells. As you can see over here, there is zoospores are produced. Now these spores are produced by every cell of the body except the basal cell. Except the basal cells, the spores are produced by every cell of the body, right? So I hope this is clear to you. If you have any kind of queries, you can ask me in the comment section. I'll be very glad to answer you guys.